to Teen Red Show.
I'm Dion.
I'm Reagan.
And in this episode, we discuss...
Halloween!
That's right, we're going to break this down into 3 eras. The 1930s and 40s, the 70s and 80s, and modern-day Halloween.
Yup!
And please stand by for the end of the video. We're going to have a vote on 3 main creatures. The werewolf.
The witch.
And zombie.
Yep.
Whichever one you vote on, we are going to dress up as for Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Yeah.
Still scary.
Still scary. So we need at least 500 votes. You can vote as many times as you want. And then you can tune in later on and see what it looks like when we go to our family's Thanksgiving dinner in full character.
You can vote for 3 of them you want.
First up, it's the really old Halloweens.
Back in black and white.
Yeah, in the 30s and 40s, nobody had any money. They had to make do with what was around the house and still make it look creepy.
Can we see some?
Sure. Here we go.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's definitely creepy.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's scary.
Scary, and whatever ritual he's doing, I hope it's long since been lost.
Yeah, lost it. Lose it.
4 clowns and 2 devils.
Walking into a bar.
Oh, class dismissed. Alright, I can't tell if she's supposed to be a nurse or a baby.
Yeah, me either.
Either way, it's going to live in my nightmares.
Forever!
Okay, 1 part pumpkin, 1 part owl.
And scary as it can be.
I don't even know what to say.
Clown and a witch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a witch probably more better than that. And I hate clowns. I'll punch that clown.
Bunch of clown. Okay, if these 3 are showing up at our door,
I will give them all the candy. Like here,
yeah.
get all the candy.
Take it all and get off my doorstep.
Yeah, get off.
Oh.
I'm never going back in the woods.
Okay, are these going trick-or-treating or robbing a liquor store?
Robbing a liquor store on Halloween because the door's open.
Oh.
I will never go up on that step and knock on it.
Yeah, that's 1 doorbell I'm never ringing.
Me here. Ding dong. No.
Okay, so there's some examples of the old school, really old school, 1930s and 40s. It's really creepy. We've come a long way, but remember, back then, they were just going to put on a costume, go trick-or-treating, get what candy other people even had, and that was an entertaining day for them.
What?
So, not really good by our standards, but hey, they were trying. Speaking of trying, the next group's going to be the 70s and 80s, and I don't think anybody was even trying.
No, no one trying.
Next up are the 70s and 80s.
Why are we in the bags?
Well, these were actually costumes in the 70s and 80s.
Oh, they stink! By the way, I was just smelling them.
They do smell. That's authentic. They smelled back then. Back then, you basically you got a mask and you got a costume that just had a picture of what you wanted to be on it.
Like Alf. It has a mask, a bag, and that's all.
That's it. You got a mask that kind of looked like what you're trying to be and a picture. And then we can move on to what it came in. These boxes were, you had to have a box costume or you weren't cool. You got the mask, you got your little garbage bag saying what it was you were supposed to be, and that was it. And they were actually kind of expensive.
Really?
Yep. Here's G.I. Joe. As you can see, your eyes you can kind of see through, and breathing, well, you spent most of the night putting that mask up over your head anyway, because at least everybody knew what you are, because it said so on your costume.
Yeah.
Wuzzles.
Wuzzles?
We talked about those in a video. There's actually what the Wuzzles look like. A little bit of a flammable bag and a mask.
Yeah.
Here's one, Mork from Ork, and you might remember this. We made you a costume of it. This is the box. He was a character in a 1970s TV show from space that was funny, and just in case you didn't know he was funny, they put the picture on it with him smiling and a couple catchphrases. And for just a little bit of effort, you can just put one together yourself and make it look a lot better, huh?
Yep. Like
so, 70s in a nutshell. Halloween wasn't great. If you were a kid, you went trick-or-treating, you did all you could. As far as parties they weren't like they are today. The costumes were horrible and hot.
We're hot right now.
And it wasn't cool to dress up. Back then, once you got to 10 or 11, you even started to question whether you were going to get dressed up and go trick-or-treating because there was a stigma. It was a bad thing to get into that holiday. Not like that anymore, is it?
No.
No. So next up, we're going to talk about modern day, and we're going to hurry up and end this segment so we can get out of these in case anybody has an open flame within 100 yards, because we'll go up like matchsticks.
I don't think.
Here it is. Time to discuss the last part. That's modern Halloween. And this one's easy. Everybody gets really into the spirit. Things are really fun, and you get a lot of candy. Do you enjoy New Halloween?
Yes!
So do I. Creativity is a positive, and it's not such a bad thing to dress up anymore. So we can just move right on to the verdict, can't we?
Yep.
So, the winner is Halloween now.
Halloween.
When it comes down to it, in the 30s and 40s, they were really spooky. They kind of seemed to get into it, but they just didn't have the ability to make it as nice and as fun as it is today. And in the 70s, they just mailed it in. It kind of stunk. I mean, if you're going for trick-or-treat and candy, you were doing pretty good, but other than that, it was lame.
Yeah.
And dangerous.
Yeah.
So, modern day Halloween wins. And speaking of that, we're going to move right on into the contest that we were talking about.
Yeah, contest.
So, we're going to set up a vote. You can do it right here on the YouTube channel. It's going to be zombie,
Witch,
or werewolf. You pick which one of those three really creepy creatures that you think is going to be the nastiest, or actually just the most fun, because the winner, we are going to dress up like that for Thanksgiving dinner with our family.
Yep.
We will be in costume.
Still scary.
In costume, scary, while the rest of the family looks at us. Well, you're going to see, because we're also going to film that and post that video of our Thanksgiving. So, need at least 500 entries before we can decide who the winner is. And you can vote as many times as you like.
Like, you can vote for all three of them.
So, we'll be putting updates throughout and letting everybody know which one the winner is. Thanks for watching.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channels.